Attempting to climb the north face of the Eiger could be the fiercest challenge of my life, but remembering what these brave people put themselves through could help me in those dark times. At 17 years old, Julian Cope was flying over the Peruvian jungle when the plane got into difficulties and crashed. She was still in her seat when she hit the ground, having come down from 10,000 feet. With awful injuries, she was there in the jungle on her own, but she was smart. She followed the course of a river for 11 days until finally she made it to a remote logging camp. By then she was nearly unconscious and her wounds were full of maggots, but she made it out alive. The story of Beck Weathers is one of the greatest feats of survival ever. In 1996, at 26,000 feet, well up into what's called the death zone, a terrible storm fell on Everest. Beck was out in the storm with no tent and no shelter. Somehow he managed all the way through the night and the next day to make his way down on his own, stumbling through a whiteout in which he could see absolutely nothing. When he returned, he was barely recognizable as a human being. His face and his hands were so distorted from the effects of frostbite. Later on, he was to lose both his hands, part of his feet, and his nose, but he made it down alive. In 1983, Tammy Ashcraft and her fiancé were out at sea in a yacht when hurricane-force winds took the sail off and took her fiancé overboard. Tammy struggled on for 41 days, covering 1,500 miles, navigating just using a sextant and her watch, and surviving almost entirely on peanut butter. It's utterly extraordinary what we're capable of surviving in even the most extreme situations if we just believe. Focus and determination can conquer just about anything.